Well, lads, welcome back to the 8th episode of the Non-League Podcast. In this episode, we will be doing the UCL, or the Champions League, Europa League, and the Premier League. We'll also be doing the Tier List 11 and some other stuff. Once again, I'm joined by Jack Ryan. Jack is frozen. How is Jack frozen this time? Anyway, while Jack is too busy freezing, we're also with Stephen.
He's back. He's wait, no.
Oh.
Wait, am I back?
Hello, Jack.
Am I back? Wake one, fam!
And Stephen.
I'm still here. I'm still alive.
Right. So the three of us are back. Very rare to get all three of us at the same time. But
That would be my fault the whole time.
But is Jack frozen again?
Yeah.
No, he's moving. His life. Oh. He's gonna like the Flash. There he is.
Would you stop? You're not totally twist. Oh.
Right, so we have the UCL first, lads. Who wants to do the UCL fixture, or the results and the fixtures?
I made leg out, so one of you.
Right, I'll do it. Let's find it first.
The results.
Yeah.
I might do the results. I haven't done it in a while.
Do the results.
Where are the
and
results?
fixtures
I'll do the results. Wait, and the fixtures. Alright, where are the fixtures? Alright.
then. No, results first.
Fixtures. Right, results. Alright. There you go, Yeah. Are these even the right ones? They are. Chelsea 2, Rennes 1, Sevilla 2, Krasnodar 1, Man United 4, Istanbul Başakşehir 1, Dynamo Kiev 0, Barcelona 4, PSG 1, RB Leipzig 0, Lazio 3, Zenit 1, Dortmund 3, Club Brugge 0, Juventus 2, Fenerbahce 1, Olympiacos 0, City 1, Borussia Mönchengladbach 4, Shakhtar Donetsk 0, Marseille 0, and Porto 0. Porto 2, but with a red card. Liverpool 0, Atlanta 2, Inter Milan 0, Real Madrid 2, Bayern 3, RB Leipzig 1, Atletico Madrid 0, Lokomotiv Moscow 0, Ajax 3, Midtjylland 1.
Fixtures now.
It's not in the mood, just that. Someone else do them.
Jack.
Okay, if I leg out, money continue.
Right.
Nothing.
Jack, your side was again.
wait,
Turn around to
the here. I'll deal with that in a minute. What's it?
Right.
It's the fixtures, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so first we have Shakhtar Donetsk and Real Madrid. Then we have Lokomotiv Moscow and RB Salzburg, Mönchengladbach and Inter Milan, Marseille and Olympiacos, Atletico Madrid and Bayern, Liverpool and Ajax, Atalanta and Midtjylland. Then we have the Porto and the Manchester of the Cities. Then we have Istanbul Başakşehir and RB Leipzig. Then we have Krasnodar and Rennes, Man United and PSG, Dortmund and Lazio, Fenerbahce and Barca, Juventus, Dynamo Kiev, Club Brugge and Zenit, and Sevilla and Chelsea. Would there be any? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Turn right, foot left, and right, and fix yourself.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun,
There you
dun.
go.
Right. We Gucci as the fellas is.
Next, we have the Europa League result, or the Europa League fixtures and results. I will do them, I suppose. So, the results first. So, first we had Maccabi Tel Aviv 1, Villarreal 1, AEK Athens 0, Zorya Luhansk 3, CSKA Moscow 0, Feyenoord 0, Wolfsburg 0, Dynamo Zagreb 3, Liberec 0, Hoffenheim 2, Ghent 0, Cervena Zvezda 2, Karabakh 2, Sivasspor 3, Braga 3, Leicester 3, CSKA Sofia 0, Young Boys 1, Lille 1, Milan 1, Lask 0, Antwerp 2, Molde 0, Arsenal 3, Sparta Prague 4, Celtic 1, Nice 1, Slavia Praha 3, PSV 3, PAOK 2, Tottenham 4, Ludogorets 0, Standard Liège 2, Lech Poznan 1, CFR Cluj 0, Roma 2, Napoli 2, Rijeka 0, Rangers 2, Benfica 2, Granada 2, AC Omonia 1, Leverkusen 4, Beersheva 1, Dundalk 1, Rapid Vienna 3, ASC Alkmaar 0, and Real Sociedad 0. Let's just appreciate that 95th minute goal by Jamie Vardy. Oh, is Jack frozen again? Jack sideways again.
Hello, am I back?
You're sideways.
here.
You're sideways.
I'm inside out and right side up and everything now.
Oh god, I closed the iPad. Are you on hotspot?
I am. My Wi-Fi is purely Banjax, so...
Who's that? That's Stephen. Premier League results and fixtures.
Oh, results or fixtures first?
Do the results.
I just get my prediction copy.
Oh yes. I didn't even write mine down, did I? I think I did.
Now, I believe I didn't get any right, but sure, what can you do?
Hold on. Okay. So, you go ahead with the results first.
Okay, so first we had Newcastle and Chelsea. I predicted a 1-0 win to Chelsea.
I had 3-0 to Chelsea.
Did Stephen predict this?
I did, but who was playing?
Chelsea and Newcastle.
I do not have Chelsea Newcastle wrote down. I still have the only one I ever down was from Everton and Man United.
You are here, I don't think.
No, you might
That?
spin too, actually.
I never saw for these podcasts. I might just retire altogether.
No, we need you.
Okay.
Okay, so none of us got that right. So next was Villa and Brighton. I got the outcome right, but for the wrong team. I said 2-1 to Villa, but it was 2-1 to Brighton.
I had 2-1 to Villa.
Yeah. Now, next result is I said it in the last podcast that Tottenham are a bogey team. Man City feel like I've been proven right. 2-0 to Tottenham, although I did say it would be 2-2.
I went 3-3.
Stephen, did you have any predictions for this? No? Oh, he's on mute. Let's see. Next we had Man United and West Brom, which United basically poor again, and West Brom got robbed. Really, that's all I'd say.
I went 2-1.
I had 1-0.
I am going through last week's podcast. I was there, so I'm just looking to see what my predictions are. Give me a few minutes. I'll be back in a minute.
What was the result for that?
With the Man United West Brom,
Yeah.
it was 1-0.
Okay. So Fulham.
Next we got Fulham and Everton. Only for that bloody Loftus Cheek, I believe it was. I would have had it right. I put down 3-1 to Everton, but it ended 3-2.
I had 1-1.
Next we had Sheffield and West Ham. I said a 0, so close again, but sure, yeah.
2-1 to West Ham.
Oh yes.
Wait,
next
what was
we
the result?
Leeds and it was 1-0 West Ham. Next we had Leeds and Arsenal. I said 2-1 to Leeds. I feel you predicted a draw here. I can't exactly remember what it was though.
I had done 0-0.
No, did you?
I'll show you right here. If you can see, I'll turn up the brightness. Wait, hold on.
No, I saw you, Jammy mother. Right, so that's 1 point for you. Next we had Liverpool and Leicester. Now I don't think any of us thought it'd be that convincing.
I done 1-3 to Liverpool.
I did 2-1 to Liverpool.
What was it? 3-0 to Liverpool.
3-0, yeah. Okay, next. I had the outcome right again, but for the wrong bloody team again. I said 1-0 to Palace.
I said 1-0 to Palace also.
Yeah, okay. And next, I predicted a 2-1 victory to Wolves. I had predicted it, and it ended 1-1. What did you say for that?
2-2.
Ooh, Stephen, you back?
I am.
Are you aware of your predictions?
I looked and I gave up after a minute.
Connor got one result right anyway, so he wins for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Better write down a point for Connor then. I have the score sheet written down here.
Okay, I need to get my prediction. I need to get a pen because I believe we're doing our predictions now. Is it?
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know
I'll take our
what
time.
I don't know what your score predictions or table is, but I have 2 for Jack, 3 for Connor, none for Stephen.
I have it on my phone somewhere now.
Okay, let's see. Okay, our first fixture is going on as we speak. Obviously, well, by the time this video goes up, the match will have probably been played. So
We'll just skip it.
we first. I know it hasn't been played yet, so I can still
Alright, yeah.
do it. Alright, like. It's just by the time it probably uploaded, it's uploaded. The match would have been played.
What is the fixture?
Okay, so first of all, it's Crystal Palace and Newcastle. Connor, would you like to go first in there?
I'll go 2-1 to Newcastle.
Oh. I'm going to go... I'll go 1-0 to Newcastle just because Zaha, I believe, tested positive for the virus. So Palace, that'll be a huge miss for Palace.
Okay, what you do?
I did 1-0 Newcastle. Stephen, do you have a result to share, a prediction to share there?
I had two wrote down, but now after hearing that, so I don't know if I'm going to change. No,
Wait.
I won't. I have 2-2 down.
Right. 2-2, okay. Next we have Liverpool and Brighton.
3-0 to Liverpool.
Ooh. I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool.
You're going to win anyway.
And Steve-O?
They'll go with the old 3-0 as well, suppose.
Okay. Next we have Man City and Burnley.
3-0 City.
I'm going to go on one more. 4-0 City.
Because they have picked up like 5-0 wins.
And also I got Ruben Diaz in the fantasy team, so a clean sheet would be nice. And Stephen, what's your prediction?
2-0 City.
Oh. I like it. Okay.
I don't trust my predictions.
I can respect that, actually, to be fair. Okay, next we have Everton and Leeds. For me, this could actually be a bit of a goal fest, you know.
I'm going to go 2-2.
I'll go... You know what, I'm going to go with a 3-2 win to Leeds, because they seem to be better away from home at times than they have at home, so I feel that might come to their advantage. Stephen, would you have a result to share?
Everton Leeds, 2-1 Everton.
What's that, sorry?
2-1 Everton.
2-1 Everton, okay. Next of all, we probably the most, with all due respect, the most lackluster match of the game week with Sheffield United and West Brom.
0-0. Although it could be like 1-0 because of their poor defence.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go with a West Brom win, but I'm trying to think what score I'll give. I'll give 2-0 West Brom for the sole reason, when West Brom are on it, they actually look like they could score some kind of goals with that Pereira, that new fella they have up front. You know, I compare West Brom to Norwich, where they look like they can score goals, but ultimately they're going to go down with a poor defence.
Yeah. I done 0-0.
Yeah. Okay. Stephen, do you have a result?
West Brom and Sheffield.
Yes.
1-1.
Okay. Next we have Southampton and Man United.
3-1 United. United are going to be 2-1, and then they're going to get, as you know, their dodgy VAR decision. And
It still blows my mind how they got robbed. The West Brom had daylight in the night. I know
even
daylight robbery is a normal phrase. Yeah, it was actually chronic. So you said 3-1 Man United.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna go 2-1 Southampton. Jay Adams gonna come with a banger and Walcott. Yeah.
See, Walcott hasn't scored for Southampton since 2006.
I wonder why.
Oh. Me too. Even, what do you think?
3-2 Man United.
3-2 Man United. Okay. Next is probably what we would look on as the game of the week, which is Chelsea and Spurs.
I'm just going to change my result now. I'm going to do 2-1 Spurs.
I do think Tottenham will win. I'm going to say a 3-1 Tottenham. Why not?
Yeah.
It pains me to do it, don't get me wrong, but they've just looked so good. I honestly fear a title challenge could come for Tottenham.
It probably is the most likely outcome at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, and Stephen, would you like to give your result?
Chelsea and Spurs.
Yes, please.
A good old 2-2 draw.
I like it. Okay, next we have Arsenal and Wolves. This will be a tough game.
1-1, or I think it's going to go 2-1 to Wolves.
You see, it's a tough one because imagine you're good at a month being a penalty.
Only be Arsenal. I mean, at least penalties.
Yeah, true. I'd say our first goal from open play in general in the Europa League since I'm tempted to say Sheffield United, but like, you go, Stephen. Actually, yeah.
Of course, our November goal of the month being a penalty, or Ireland's goal of the year being a header.
Oh yeah. That's true. To be fair, I'll probably say a header because it's actually from open play. But actually, back to the predictions. I'll go 1-0 Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal, as they say. Oh no, I've frozen again, haven't I?
No, I'm just waiting for Stephen to do something.
Okay. Oh yes.
1-1.
Stephen, you said 1-1, was it?
1-1.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
Sorry, I'm muted at the moment.
No, it's gone, man. Just gone. Next we have Leicester and Fulham. I'll say it straight out. 4-0 Leicester. Fulham are so bad. I'm sorry, they are. So
Let's go 2-0.
4-0 Leicester.
2-0.
3-0.
Watch Fulham win 2 or 3 or something now.
Yeah.
They will. They'll miss another penalty. They'll miss another penalty before they score a match. They win a match.
Fair enough. Next we have West Ham and Aston Villa.
2-0 Villains. Which welcome to City. I'm going to sound like a United, but Grealish to City. I'd love that to happen.
I don't know. Not sure, maybe. I'll go 1-0 Villa.
2-0 Villa.
2-2.
2-2. Okay. I believe that is it for this game week then.
Tis Begar. I have to do my table update. So
Table update.
this week I'll be doing Premier League, Champions League, and the Europa League, which is I've actually learned this today. There was three competitions in Europe: the Cup Winners' Cup, Europa League, and Champions League. Champions League is a C1 competition. Europa League is actually C3, and the Cup Winners' Cup is a C2. But they've demolished the Cup Winners' Cup for some reason. It's what they're trying to bring back. anyway.
Jesus.
For our Premier League, in Champions League qualification spots, we have Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea, and Leicester. They are all on 20 points for the top two and 18 points for the 3 and 4. Southampton are in Europa League qualification with 17 points. All them 5 teams could finish at the top of the table if their results go their way. Next, in sixth we have Everton on 16 points, 7th Aston Villa on 15 points, West Ham on 14 points, joined with them is Wolves, also on 14 points. Then 10th and 11th, United and Palace, both joined on 13 points and -1 goal difference. They will be fighting but United have a game at hand, so they could go possibly to 6th place. We then have Arsenal on 13 points in 12th and City on 13th with 12 points. The City have a game at hand also. Then we have Leeds in 14 with 11 points, Newcastle in 15th with 11 points as well. Brighton and Burnley. Brighton are clear of the relegation zone and is probably where the other 4 teams below them want to be. They have 9 points, a 4-point gap between them and Burnley. And then 18th, 19th and 20th are Fulham, West Brom and Sheffield. They are all, West Brom and Sheffield are still looking for their first win, while Fulham have it by around 4 points. In the Champions League, Group A, 4 matches have been played, so this is pretty much what the tables will look like in the next 2 games, unless there's a big upset. So in Group A, Bayern Munich are leading with 12 points and Atletico following with 5 points. Lokomotiv Moscow have 3 points in Europa League, and Salzburg have 1 point at the bottom. Mönchengladbach and Real Madrid are the leaders for Group B. Mönchengladbach have 8 points and Madrid have 7. Donetsk are in 3rd place with 4 points, and Inter Milan shockingly have 2 points. They do not have a win in the Champions League so far. Man City have 12 points, 4 from 4. They are joined with Porto, who have 3 from 4. They also have 9 points. Olympiacos in 3rd place with 3 points, and Marseille 0 points in the last place. This is the most interesting group for me at the moment. We have Liverpool, Ajax and Atlanta all still looking for qualification. Whoever slips first wins, or whoever slips first loses. Liverpool have 9 points, Ajax and Atlanta have 7 points, and Midtjylland have no points in 4th. So Group E, we have Chelsea and Sevilla both have 10 points, Krasnodar and Rennes both have 1 point. In Group F, Dortmund and Lazio are leaders. Dortmund have 9 points, Lazio have 8 points. Club Brugge have 4 points in Europa League, and Zenit have 1 point. In Group G, the second last group, Barcelona have 4 from 4, and Juventus have 3 from 4. They have 9 points. Dynamo Kiev and Ferencváros are stuck at the bottom with 1 point each, fighting for a Europa League spot. Then Group H, also another interesting group. We have United with 9 points, Paris with 6 points, also on 6 points is RB Leipzig, and at the bottom we have Istanbul Başakşehir. Does anyone want to say anything about them Champions League games?
Well, I suppose if I could bring up a stat, it was the first time Liverpool lost in 90 minutes. I'm tempted to say around 80 games or so. It was Chelsea the last time they lost in 90 minutes at Anfield anyway, as far as I know.
No.
So that's my stat, fact, whatever way you want to put it.
It's actually interesting that the Champions League is going down to the wire instead of teams just dominating.
Yeah, you want to see, like, from a neutral, especially like myself, because phone fell again. But I'm just saying, as a neutral, yeah, you would like to see competitive groups even before the knockout stage just happens.
Yeah. But anyway, on the Europa League, we have 4 games played also. In Group A, we have Roma with 10 points, Young Boys on 7 points, and Cluj 4 points, and Sofia on 1 point. Group B, we have Arsenal who have 4 from 4 and 12 points, Molde on 6 points, also joined on 6 points is Rapid Vienna, and Dundalk last play was with no points. In Group C, we have Slavia Praha 9 points, joined with them is Leverkusen and then at the bottom we have Nice and Beersheva both on 3 points. Group D, we have Rangers topping the table, joined with Benfica, who also have both of them have 8 points. Then again, a joint third and fourth is Poznan and Standard Liège. Group E, we have Granada on 10 points, PSV on 6 points, PAOK on 5 points, and Omonia on 1 point. Group F, we have Napoli, who have 3 from 4 on 9 points, and then Real Sociedad and AC Alkmaar both have 7 points, and Rijeka have 0 points. Group G, we have Leicester City, who have 10 points, Braga second with 7 points, and AEK Athens and Zorya Luhansk both at the bottom on 3 points. Group H, we have Lille on 8 points, Milan on 7 points, Sparta Prague on 6 points, and Celtic on 1 point. Villarreal, in Group I, we have Villarreal on 10 points, Tel Aviv on 7 points, Sivasspor on 6 points, and Karabag on no points. Group J, we have Antwerp on 9 points, joined with them is Spurs, who have also 9 points, Lask have 6 points, and Ludogorets have no points. Group K, we have Dynamo Zagreb on 8 points, Feyenoord on 5 points, Wolfsburg on 4 points, and Moscow on 3 points. In Group L, we have Hoffenheim. In Group L, we have Hoffenheim on 12 points. They have 4 from 4. Cervena Svezia on 9 points, and in third, Liberec 3 points, and fourth, Ghent with no points. That is your table update from me.
Lovely.
Lovely. What is?
That's bloody lovely.
What's next on the rating out transfers? A continued series. We are now on the 41st to the 50th record breaker transfer. We've gone for Jack, your side was again. Jack.
Wait, for those of you who may be watching, I sincerely apologise for my technology acting up as ever.
But we have the 41st.
It's all living in the middle of nowhere.
For the last 4 podcasts we've been covering this, and you see that Yoka sent in, yeah? The transfers.
I did BR.
And first is Jack's favourite player in the whole world at the moment. Goal scorer and madness, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. He won goal of the month this month.
I wonder how.
That was in the 17-18 season to Arsenal for 63 million.
Okay, so, would I go first or do one of you want to?
Do.
Okay, so yes, he hasn't been exactly firing too much as of this season, but I think the problem there has been lack of creativity. But in overall, I would give him honestly a 10, because when you think of the grand scheme of things, without Aubameyang, where are Arsenal? Let's be honest.
Last season, I actually would have been really concerned to see Arsenal being relegated last season.
I remember at Christmas, I was beginning to get scared of relegation.
I'm scared of relegation at the moment. There are only 9 games in.
Sure. You might have.
Oh, he's frozen.
He's
back.
Yeah, if I could just... I think with the one problem with Arsenal, there's no creativity. When you look back to Wenger's last couple of days and Emery, they had the likes of Ozil and Ramsey, and you might rate them highly, which I can understand, but they had that ability to get forward and create and score goals. But now we don't have them players anymore, so it's a case where we need to hopefully recruit some creativity in January and make that big impact. Maybe something similar to how Bruno impacted Man United, but I'm not expecting biggest impact by any means. But you can only hope for the best. So it's a 10 from me.
10.
No, let's be fair. In the last while, no, you're going off recent form and you're thinking of this. But listen, think of since when he signed. If Aubameyang was not with Arsenal, where would Arsenal be?
Is that really like a good argument?
Is that where
Arsenal come to?
No. Well, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Like, who knows? But like, let's be like, without Aubameyang's scores, we were near relegation. He grabbed us by the balls and literally won us an FA Cup on his own. Literally, he bulldozed past City. He bulldozed past Chelsea, and like, You know, I give him a 10 because of the sole impact he's made alone. But I respect if he go lower, but I don't know.
Right, I'm gonna go at 7.
7. 7.
Yeah.
Give me just
like a
five-
bloody 28-year-old for 63 million.
Yeah, he was in
What's
that's
he
his
want?
prime
He
year.
wanted to take up.
Yeah, but I see your argument. However, I guarantee you, let's turn the tables. If Aubameyang played for Man City, I know it's a hindsight kind of thing, but if Aubameyang played for Man City, do you think he would score an outrageous amount of goals, especially with De Bruyne behind him with this creativity that Arsenal don't have?
Keyword in that city. Keyword in that sentence.
He would. Come on, man, you're better. What?
Here, go on, 7. Stephen, what you want?
6.
6.
Okay. Raheem
What?
Sterling.
8. Sorry.
See,
What does he
I
do?
can't believe you rated your own striker 6.
I don't. Okay, maybe he went over the top with 10, but at least an 8 or a 9 has to be given, in my opinion.
I said 8.
I'm not going out to you. I'm saying Connor Honey, if you give him bloody 7.
I still
I can see where you're coming from.
Okay, let's move on. We're going to waste an hour.
Right, Raheem Sterling
Raheem,
from Liverpool to City for 63 millianos.
2.
I will also give him a 2. He's a bit of a stinker.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I
At
honestly
least he
give him
played
9.
for England. Get over to Jamaica, Sterling. Come on.
Yeah, no, yeah. About that, I honestly, and all jokes aside, it's a 9 for me.
9.
9. Oh, Connor, he's one of the.
Even that was a whole player.
He gets so disrespected. He gets so disrespected the whole time. Like, he is unbelievable, but people don't see it. They disrespect him too much. Like, if you were to look on the most disrespected players in the world that have world class quality, I think Sterling is definitely up top 5 or 2 even.
Yeah, but you see, like, we have our quality players, but we just see big game players, and he's not one of them. Like, he's single-handedly probably the main reason that we've lost out on Champions League finals, Premier League, I won't say Premier League titles, but FA Cup, AFL Cup, all them. He is, if you trace back to him, he is the footsteps and the blueprint of them problems.
I hear that, but he is he is quality though.
Well, I'll give him that.
Why?
I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, that's fair. Stephen, what are you giving?
7.5.
Now we'll settle bet. Next we have Luka Jovic.
Oh, fucking -6.
I'll give him a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.
No, I'm sticking with -6.
We'll allow it, I suppose. Next we have. Wait, did everyone say that?
Yeah, you said 2, you said 1, I said -6.
Okay. Next we have Angel Di Maria to PSG.
For 63
Oh,
in 2015.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give him a 7.
Yeah, 7.
8.
Fair enough. Next we have Rodri.
62 million to City in the 2019-20 season.
That was from Atletico Madrid, would I be right in saying that?
Yes.
Okay, so what would you give him?
8.
8.
Yeah.
That's fair. I would give him a 7, but the reason I say that is I think he's good, but he had huge shoes to fill with Fernandinho being so good for many years, where I think, to be fair to him, it's going to be hard to ever do so, but he is still a quality player, so I give him a 7, yeah. Steve?
Yeah?
Yeah, rate.
Rodri, oh. I don't know, I kind of forgot he was a player until I packed his FIFA card. And his FIFA card was kind of good for me, so I'll give him an 8.
Yeah, that's fair. Next we have Allison.
10.
At least on.
Yeah, 10, 100%. Best keeper in the world. Can't really debate it, really.
Yeah. 10.
Okay, next we
60
have
million. Terrible transfer.
the
for
Bart. Horrible business. He may have been good. I'll give him a 2 based on the actual transfer business.
What side of the store? What side of the transfer are you talking about?
Well, don't get me wrong, he's a decent player, but the way Barcelona let go of a young, promising player in Arthur to get a 31 or 30-year-old Pjanic
Yeah. I'll give him
doesn't make sense to me.
1.
Yeah. Stefan?
-2.
I'm liking these minuses. Anyway, next we have Tanguy and Dombele to Spurs.
5.
I'd say
yeah,
about 5.
5.
Yeah, 5
Yeah,
probably,
5.
yeah.
He was 60 million as well.
Yeah, next we have Naby Keita.
Naby lad.
Naby lad. 0 lad.
Oh, this is 0 now.
Well, he hasn't. Well, okay, maybe he's been decent in parts, but he hasn't been out of this world. So, without being harsh, I'll give him 3.
I'll give him a 4.
Okay. Finally, we have Diego Costa to Atletico Madrid in his second stint there.
The Elephant Man.
To be fair-
I think they overpaid for him.
Yeah.
He was like 30 years old, 31 years old, and he paid 60 million for him.
Yeah, I'd probably go with a 3 because that was when he was on decline. When he was so good for a good while when he was with Chelsea and Atletico Madrid in his first stint there as well.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5. That's it.
Okay.
I'll give him a -half.
Alright, okay. Next of all, Connor, we have the tier list when you're ready. Okay, let's go.
Is that the right one? Wait, is it? Can you...
Oh.
Oh!
Oh,
Wow, wow!
Can you see that?
no.
What can you see?
A load of screens.
Okay, that's not good.
Wow, that looks fun to go down.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, we're there.
So this is the right
Okay.
wingers. Right, the right wingers. So
Let-
our first pick is Serge Gnabry.
I would go with...
Well, actually,
At
first
two.
we'll just put
At
Messi
two.
number 1, just to get
Yeah.
a base.
Yeah.
2.
2.
Yeah, I go 2 too.
I'd go 2-2-3. Right.
Sancho.
Now he mightn't perform in this one, but when we get to under 23's tier list 11, he will probably be up there. So
Yeah, I go... For as good as he is, 3 is probably fair out of the list we have.
Engel.
Again, I would honestly say 4, but it's not because he's bad. But I think out of the list, actually, 4 because of the list we're basing this around. I'll go 4.
Jack's favourite winger. Or underrated winger.
No, my favourite winger.
2.
My favourite winger. 2.
Stephen, you never said that about Maris. It's always Jack saying it.
I love Maris. Maris is still really underrated.
Yeah, but I'm always the
Stephen,
he is, but I'm always the one raving on about it.
No, I did not. I love them.
Well, we're claiming this Stephen.
I'm
Jack's
the- I'm
favourite
the one-
underrated player.
I don't
Put me
like
at
Jack
2.
anymore.
I don't see. Wait, what did I do wrong?
I'd say
None of your business.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2. Put him 2.
Shit.
Eden Hazard's shadow.
5.
4.
Razim. Right, Jack.
3.
What do we have here?
I go 2.
Okay, right that. And I guess there's only one place for us to go then.
1.
5. 5.
Right, lads. So Messi.
1.
And if
Well,
you're
Messi was
wondering-
always going to be there.
If you're wondering why we're doing this differently to the fans tier list 11, we shall go on about after the third segment. So, Messi and Salah are our contenders for tier list 11.
Okay. Oh, I'm sideways again. I'm honestly afraid I'm going to break a charger again. Right. We back. Okay, next, Stephen, we have your... Oh, dear Lord. Anyway, as I'm doing that, Stephen, we come to you with your jersey selection.
Oh yes. Give me a minute. I gotta get up here. Do. Right, I'm gonna go good. Oh, 3 good, and I'm gonna go 2 bad because I struggled to find bad ones this week because I've been too lazy.
I got do push pineapple shake a tree. I got do put pineapple shake coffee to the left, to the right, jump up and down onto the knees. Come on, dance. Oh, Stephen, please move on.
Is this
Let's go, boys. I'm going mad. It's Friday. I'm going mad.
No. Yeah, this is what happened when you tell LCA.
Oh, don't abuse that now.
I'm gonna abuse you, Jack. You left us.
Stephen,
and
come on.
We're
4 minutes in.
Yeah,
Mike,
it's hard when Jack's singing along. Right, my good ones. They're very nice kids to book. The Arsenal away, lovely white jersey with the red marble from the old Highbury Stadium. Jack, you'll love this jersey as well.
Oh, I do indeed.
Right. Next good one is the Nigeria home jersey for 2020. This is a very nice jersey.
That's cold.
I have bought this jersey myself, and I will be wearing it.
Okay, and
And finally, for the last good one, we have the Netherlands home one for the Euro
Jack, what is that? What is
2020.
It's cold.
That is- it's cold.
I don't even know what team that is anymore. I forgot about the other team.
Oh, it's not that thing. Oh, sorry, you go.
And our first bad one is the Palencia kid from 2016-17, which is absolutely shocking. It shows the inside of a human.
It's actually the muscles.
I was going to say
Same thing.
I was going to say Godzilla.
That is.
That works too. The last one is the England's refresher kit in 1996 goalkeeper one, as David Seaman wore it here, and I have no clue what's going on here. It looks like the LGBTQ alphabet flag.
Oh no! Oh no! Stephen, we can't say that.
Right, just cover that up, Connor.
I can't. Might move on.
Okay, we apologise in advance for Stephen's actions.
Thanks.
Right, team's most important player for Leicester.
Okay, who would like to go first?
Well, is it obvious?
You go.
Vardy.
One of you go. Oh, Stephen, who do you think?
Jamie Vardy.
I'm actually going to think outside the box. You've heard me talk about this man before. I'm going to go with Wilfred Ndidi.
Oh yes, Mr. Underrated, Mr.
the-
Consistency. That's what I like to call him.
Like, when Ndidi's fully fit, he gives really good protection to the back four. And for as much goals as Leicester are scoring, you're seeing how much of a miss Ndidi really is. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm really happy with Partey now, but if Arsenal were not to get Partey for argument's sake, I would have loved to got Ndidi, because I just think he's a brilliant enforcer, if we can put it that way, in the
Yeah,
midfield. So
him-
I'm going to go with...
They're both young, and I think they're a new era of CDMs. They're creating a new era of CDM. Him and Sandro Tonali, to pick two individually.
Yeah.
They're just both like. I look at them and say, what can't they do in front of two backs,
Yeah.
or two centre backs?
Yeah. So you've gone with Vardy, I'm gone outside the box with Ndidi.
Just to change it up from Stephen, I might just go with Cassius Michael.
I can respect that as well, to be fair.
He's a solid keeper, and he has done a few bits.
He has indeed.
Right, for Liverpool.
Ooh. Liverpool. It's a pity he's injured now, but I would say Van Dijk.
See, I want. People will say he's a useless player, but your football isn't played with your feet, sometimes played with your mind. So I'm gonna say either Jordan Henderson or I would just go with the obvious option and pick Salah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd pick Jordan Henderson. He's their captain, and they don't have anyone else like that after. You're going to see last year when while they're out for a few games, they struggled to find the motivation to get going.
Had to fill big shoes with Gerrard's departure as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And City,
Okay, next.
now I know you're all going to pick it with KDB, but I'm going to cancel him out. Fair enough, you're all going to pick KDB, but just want to see who your most popular player opinion is for City except KDB.
Stephen, I'll let you go first.
I was going to say, Jack, you can go first.
Oh, sorry. Okay, just for the record, I'm not picking Maris. The tough one, you know. When he's fully fit, Aguero, because when you look at it,
You bastard.
no, but I just think, don't get me wrong, Jesus is good, but he's a good poacher. But that's really it. He's always in a good space at the right time. But with Aguero, he has strength, he has a decent bit of pace, to be fair. I just think he's starting to decline a bit now, which is unfortunate. But when he's fully fit, he's still one of the best Premier League strikers
Wait,
ever
did you call
graced.
Jesus
So
or
I go
Aguero a poacher?
Jesus.
Jack, a poacher is not Jesus. Jesus is a false name.
My bad. But you get my point.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Oh, but that's my bad. I'm sorry,
Not sure they're all the same, nearly. Right place at the right time.
Steve. Yeah.
I don't know now. I think fully fit Laporte, because last year he didn't. When Laporte was injured, he's kind of struggled in the defense a bit.
Yeah, that is true. If I can maybe add to something, I think what Van Dijk is to Liverpool, Laporte is to Man City, if that makes sense.
Yeah. My favourite player.
Okay. And Connor, actually, surprisingly enough, no one has said KDB, if you would like to say him.
No, Jack, that was the whole point at the start. I cancelled KDB out.
Oh, jeez, you did too. Jeez.
I'm gonna say, our only Decadian left, David Silva and company gone. So I'm gonna say Sergio Aguero. It's actually
Aguero?
on the back of his shirt.
Yes.
I just got him. And actually, I'm just gonna flex real quick. I'm gonna pick this one.
Oh, yes.
What even are these things? We still don't know.
Who's spearheading with Tevez? You probably can't see it, but it's Aguero number 16.
Oh, I see it now, yeah. Oh. Imagine, I was going to say Mario Balotelli, but I realised, oh wait, he doesn't play with City. Okay, next we have, what is wrong with Sheffield United?
What is wrong? Their defence.
Dean Henderson leaving.
Yeah, that is probably a solid.
To be fair, I wouldn't exactly say that. Their defence, they're still very good at being compact, but I really think what has happened to Sheffield now is them not being able to score enough goals is really beginning to bite them in the backside, in my opinion.
Yeah, like you see City, like there's different levels. City, Guardiola said one time, I think it was 10 games in, or 9 games in, and they only had 10 goals. And then, is it Dean Smith is Sheffield's manager?
Was it not Chris Wilder, no?
Oh, jeez, I keep getting mixed up with Dean Smith and Chris Wilder. But he was saying, well, first I'm going to say, from last season, you saw the team, and then you saw the addition of Sander Berge. You would have thought that that was going to be another European qualification challenging team. But going back to the goal thing, he was saying, I don't think it was official, but they compare their goals differently. So obviously Sheffield are probably a newly promoted team, and they'll be happy with 9 goals in 10 games, but they're just not getting that. They're bottom of the table, and struggling to get a goal.
Yeah, that is true. I just think with Sheffield, for as good as they are staying compact in each game, regardless, that's only gonna buy you out for only a certain amount of time, and it's beginning to bite them in the backside now. And I honestly think they will go down at the end of the season. But what I think is wrong with Sheffield, they just can't score goals.
Yeah, that's what, like, their defence, you could argue they have a bad defence, but I think their attack is a lot worse.
Oh, much worse.
So, Sheffield, if you're listening, I recommend you buy a striker in January, and you'll win the league.
Yes.
Like Sheffield are going to listen to our podcast.
Never know.
You never know.
In a couple of years.
Have a listen there. Did listen.
Right, what was the next one, Jack?
Where did it go wrong for Man United with the likes of these big players like Pogba, Sanchez and Di Maria?
Yeah, we're going to focus on them three players anyway. There's probably is a few more, but we'll cover that in the next time. But I suppose the first thing, Pogba hasn't gone wrong. He's just decreased in form.
Yeah.
See, they have done themselves over a year. They've brought in Van de Beek, which is called bad morale between Pogba and Fernandes, but the problem is Fernandes actually performed. He earned his place. Pogba is just, he's kind of crying about it and saying, "Oh, Van de Beek's here. What am I going to do?" But to him, that should be motivation to get him. But it's just the complete opposite.
No. Yeah, I feel it has stopped because Man United can only play one way and one way only, whether they like it or not, and that's counter attack from off the defense. Don't get me wrong, they're very good at it, but it's the way it works. You can either only have one of those three starting between Van de Beek, Pogba and Bruno, and let's be fair, it's always going to be Bruno. And then when you have your two sitting, it's either going to be Matic, Fred, Fred McTominay, them kind of combinations,
Max Sauce.
Yeah, Max Sauce, as he said there. I just feel the way Man United can only play, we were all proclaimed to that Van de Beek was coming in as a squad player, but I'm sorry. I know we're not on about Van de Beek, but I'm only saying overall squad depth. I'm just saying, do you really bring in a player of his quality without thinking he's going to start 90 or 80% of their games? You just don't do it. And back to Pogba as well, I just think Ollie's kind of screwed him over when you looked on it.
Yeah, I feel Mourinho would be a solid manager for United at the moment. He fits.
Yeah, but
they have a very Spurs type of play style.
it would be good.
Going back to United signing De Beek, I don't think Solskjaer wants him. I think it was a club signing it. Instead, people just want him because they spent the whole time hyping up Sancho, and then no Sancho comes, so they just buy a big name to make it look good.
Yeah, that to be fair, Stevens actually hit the hammer on the head there. That's exactly what Man United have done wrong. I wouldn't include Pogba in this because he has been good for at least two out. Somebody showed some bit of quality out of two of, I believe it's 3 seasons he's been there again. But they've always focused on the elite Hollywood big game player rather than a player that actually fits the system and you can run with it.
Yeah, look at the likes of Benfica, Arsenal, I guess you could say Chelsea. Their scouting academies or their recruitment agencies go for, like, even Fernandes. Nobody knew him until he joined United. And look at
no, even if you look at Liverpool, when you look at don't get me wrong, they're good players, but when we look at a midfield tree of what more likely will be, well, I know it's not going to be now, but the realistic midfield tree will probably be Thiago,
Henderson,
maybe Fabinho, I don't know, but you probably take most midfielders in from different teams before you take one of those. Maybe Thiago would be the one you would take, but there wouldn't be much Liverpool midfielders to take. But what works for them is just their hard work, and they leave their soul on the pitch. They just work so hard, and which allows wing backs to come forward. Then,
yeah, instead of rambling away too far, I'm going to bring back to the United owners. They have been talking to bringing in some sort of La Liga star, and bringing all sorts of youngsters. Look, this could cause another repeat and what happened. They could be saying that they're going to buy, we're going to buy likes of Dembele or any young player they're just going to bring in some random lad called the
Jack.
John Jorginho from Netherlands.
Yeah, well, Stephen, did you say something?
If say United didn't buy Van de Beek, would you have taken
Right.
Van de Beek at Arsenal to help our where we're lacking creativity in midfield? I think he would have fit our style.
1,000,000%. And the Beak, if he was to join our squad, would instantly slot in to Arsenal's midfield.
I think
Fact.
Fernandes is
We'd have a tree of Partey, and it's usually Elneny starting beside him. But I'd probably nearly start Ceballos or Saka, and then play a cam of Danny Van de Beek, and then put Aubameyang up front, and that would sort out Arsenal's attacking lack of activity. Creative activity.
Yeah, that's very true, to be fair.
So can I just tell you that Van de Beek's far from a cam.
He's a bit of a cam.
Type.
Aye.
No, I think
I don't-
Well, he's a goal
fit.
He's a goal scorer midfielder.
I guess you could say that, yeah.
Okay, now.
If you look at it,
Okay,
in their first
okay.
5 games with the Van de Beek, and then they dropped him back to the bench. Most 5 goals came from Van de Beek, and they're either scored or assisted by Van de Beek.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I suppose we move on to my segment of the opinions and debates, or what way are we going for time?
Nah, don't worry about time. We'll overrun a bit if we need to.
Okay, fair enough. So, the opinions and unpopular opinions, I believe it's called, is it? And debate.
Opinions and
Whatever.
debates.
Okay, so first debate I'm going to bring in: who are top 3 biggest teams in England?
History-wise.
Just when you look at the overall grand scheme of things, going back to ever.
Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's respected.
In this order, Man United,
let's-
Liverpool, Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So I'm going to name out top 10 players in the Premier League, and whether you agree or not, let's see. Okay, so at number 10, I'll go from 10 to 1. So at number 10, Alisson from Liverpool.
I don't know.
At 9, we have Aubameyang.
No. If are we going currently or
Say the rest of them.
all around
talk
us?
about that. Say the rest of them.
No, just for the record, this is overall altogether,
Yeah,
which
say
we're
the rest
looking
of them.
on.
You
So
can't compare on top.
Alright, just go 10 to
Alright.
9, and we'll talk after it.
8, number 8, we have Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, higher.
Up higher, yeah.
7. Yeah, 7 we have Thiago from Liverpool.
I don't think so.
At 6 we have Heung-min Son, Aldo's son, Hyung Messi, whichever way you want to call it. At number 5 we have Salah. Number 4 we have Harry Kane. Number 3 we have Sadio Mane. Number 2 we have Virgil van Dijk. And number 1 we have Kevin De Bruyne.
How is he putting Van Dijk above the likes of Salah, Aubameyang? Van Dijk should be respectfully 6th.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you'd wonder, like, you would.
Attackers always
Like-
come. I don't care how good the defender is. Attackers will always come above them because of their goals scored. And
Yeah. Well, people like it or not.
Midfielders and attackers will always go ahead of a defender or a goalkeeper.
Fact.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
not
gonna
sure
see if
about
I can-
Alisson one either.
I think
Yeah.
for maybe.
Because I didn't hear Aguero in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of shit. Okay. I'm going to bring out an unpopular opinion to maybe shrivel up the place.
Wait, we're not going to
Um,
discuss that list now.
Oh, just, yeah. Well, so, Gino got mad. Anyway, wait, where's it gone? Oh, jeez. Where is it gone? Bear with me, lads. I am terribly sorry. Don't tell me after losing it after all that.
Come on, check. I want to watch the late tie show tonight. Not tomorrow.
Hang on, bear with me. it's here somewhere. Bear with me. I have it. Okay, so number 8 we have Bruno. Should he be hired?
Yeah. His KDB's next thing. I think he should be top 5 at least anyhow. Well, my top 5 players, I'm just going to say my top 5 players off the top of my head. So, 1, I'm going to put KDB. 2nd, Salah. 3rd, I'm going to put Son. 4th, Kane. No. Yeah. No. Are we going off this season or
We'll go off in general.
off general? Right. Salah, Son. No, KDB, Salah, Son. Do you know what, I'll put Kane in and
That's fair enough.
I'll put Fernandes 5th then.
Yeah, what's it? My top 5, I would personally go with Salah, De Bruyne, Mane, Kane, and Aubameyang when he's fully on it.
Yeah, it's Aubameyang.
Man trying to sneak him back, Mane. No, not Mane. Aubameyang. Man sneak Aubameyang in there like we wouldn't notice.
Sorry, but Jack, that was more. Of
No, listen.
That was more of an unpopular opinion.
When he's on it. I mean, he's either no one appreciates Aubameyang, or another's like, oh, he's useless.
Is he really
It's always one of the winner.
Players, current generation.
When he's in full form.
So you said.
Well,
I remember you saying Aguero is better striker than Aubameyang. Where's Aguero on that list, huh?
Well, we're not talking. Aguero isn't on the list, so what do you want me to say about that?
You just contradict yourself then, saying Aguero is the best striker in the league.
Yeah, I kind of did there. To be fair, I'll hold my hands up to that.
Well,
Okay. Let's move to a different topic, cause you know yourselves.
How come I didn't get a top 5?
Sorry, I didn't hear you. Go on.
I don't even have a top 5. I have KDB, I have Salah, 3. Sure, I'll throw in Mane there. 4, you have to have the man, the myth, the legend, Aguero.
see, someone knows the strikers, Jack.
And 4, Harry Kane.
I was going off the list for the record.
Yeah, I could tell.
Okay, I'm going to make an unpopular opinion. You keep giving me this debate of Aubameyang again, I'm going to throw it right back at you. Jose over Pep.
Jose
over Pep, yeah.
Yeah, Jose.
You're hardly agreeing, are you?
Yeah. Has Pep won a Champions League with Porto?
What?
Has Pep won a Champions League with Porto?
He has not.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's my part done. So we move on. So next we move on to the Football Manager segment.
Right.
Hey, what was the last one? I didn't hear. I kind of disappeared.
I said Jose over Pep.
Yeah.
Top 3 managers: Sir Alex Ferguson, Jose, and Pep. In that order.
Arsene Wenger.
I was wondering where.
At least our fans didn't sack him, or at least Arsenal sacked him because he was getting consistent 4th place, and they brought on Emery.
but
he left the club.
Yeah, that was 4th place at that current time for Arsenal was not good enough.
Well then, look where you are now.
Sitting.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, I take it back, but it's about progression though. With these fans always saying, "Oh yes, we got a 4. Yes,
No,
let's do one in the sock."
Wenger hasn't even won a Champions League.
We're trying to get back to. We're rebuilding. That's where we're struggling.
Is your Premier League gold?
Oh, is your trophy gold?
No.
Exactly. Fuck up.
Okay, let's just move.
Is your Premier League 100 points? Is your Premier League 100 points? No.
Who cares about 100 points when you have a gold trophy?
Steven, you didn't even support him.
Yeah, I know it's more.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born back then. Yeah, up yours.
Hey, Hey lads, we're going to run out of time. We move on to the football manager thing
Yeah.
before we
Back time.
kill each other.
We'll do just the Defence Fearless 11. Or I'll run over it. So
Yeah.
basically we're on. I can actually post the first season, the compiled season, on YouTube now, so that will probably go up tomorrow if you want to watch it. You can
Nice.
see the second season, which is complete, on TikTok now. As not going to spoil that, but Jack had a proper season, Stephen had a bad season, and I had a decent season. Then Defence
Have I left you?
is going. We're on the right backs now. The right back quarter final has been complete. The winners are out of Walker and Carvajal. Walker won out of Trent, and one Bissaka. Trent won out of Cancelo, and Hakimi. Hakimi won, and out of Azpilicueta, and who was it? Pereira won that. We're on the semi-finals now, and the goalkeeper is Manuel Neuer of the tier list.
Lovely.
Right, so I think that's it.
That's it for this week, I suppose.
That's it for the 8th episode of the podcast. 2 more episodes, and we're on the 10th on double figures. We might do something special for it. We don't know yet. But that's been me. That's been everything from me anyway, and Jack,
Goodbye and God bless, lads.
and Stephen.
I have a sincere message to apologise from the comments from earlier. I apologise to the LG community. I suppose that was kind of needed.
And actually, before we go, we just say our condolences to Diego Maradona.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
alright.
Rest in
God
peace.
rest. R.I.P.
Right, lads, talk to you.
Right.